Hi, I'm James Schillinglaw. I'm here at ILTM Con, back here again, and it's a great show this year. It's bigger than ever. And I'm here with Julian Munoz. Munoz?
Correct.
Okay, I got that right. And he's the Senior Vice President of Sales and Marketing for EMA, Europe, Mediterranean, Africa, and it is for the Radisson Collection. Radisson Collection, a lot of people know Radisson, but this is different. This is Radisson Collection. It's a collection of luxury hotels, mostly in Europe, and we're going to talk to Julian about that. And I've already met some of his colleagues, and there's some amazing properties that you would never have thought of before. You're going to find out about all that and more on Insider Travel Report. Julian, first of all, hello. How are you? I hope you're having a great show.
Very good. Thank you very much. Hello again.
Yeah, and so you talk a little bit about what the Radisson Collection is again.
So the Radisson Collection is the luxury lifestyle segment of the Radisson Hotel Group. Okay. Started in 2018 with a collection of 14 properties. We were here last year with already proud to announce 25 property in operations, and closing the year 2022 with 32 hotels in operations and a pretty intensive pipeline as well.
So most U.S. travel advisors think of Radisson in another way, right? Because Radisson was not always the upscale, right?
That's what we hear from the U.S.
That's what you hear. The rumor is, right?
But here in Europe, Radisson stands as a great brand, delivering on great quality of service and great memorable moment, as we keep saying. And our duty and our job is to make sure that our dear colleagues in the US do feel the same about the Radisson brand and Radisson Collection. So we started a journey 2 years ago, building up our team as well and our ecosystem in the US, and bit by bit, getting as well some of key advisors to come over to Europe and experience Radisson Collection to feedback home, what is it really?
Well, I did. I had a meeting with some of your colleagues, and they have some amazing properties in Venice, Milan, Rome. Incredible properties, really beautiful properties, and some are in classic buildings, but sort of completely renovated. But where are you actually all over Europe? What are some of the countries you're in?
Well, we have 19 countries covered around the world, including China. But
so you are outside of Europe, okay?
Yes, absolutely. Yeah, we have a few properties in China as well. Indeed, Milan and Venice are two of our key jewels right now, sitting in ancient buildings, so design at heart and architecture. But we also have a new build in Sevilla. The Magdalena Plaza, Radisson Collection Hotel, lead properties, or lead buildings, so sustainable building as well. So, as we grow, as we go into and venture into this growth, we're trying to look for great buildings that have a strong history in the heart of key cities. I can mention an upcoming property in Casablanca, for example.
Morocco?
Yes, yeah, Morocco as well. So it's coming up in a few years. But next year, we have Cour des Loges in Lyon. It's been here for a long time, being refurbished as we speak, reopened in the summer. We have Budapest coming as well.
Oh, yeah, and Budapest is a hot place for hotels these days. Right?
Here you go. And then we also have great property coming back as well in Milan with Santa Sofia.
So you have a lot coming into the market, but what really makes for a Radisson Collection hotel? What are the key attributes of it?
So we have three key attributes, right? One of them is we have a strong focus on gastronomy and working with some...
So they all have restaurants? Or?
They all have restaurants, or more sometimes. Yeah. We're working with great chefs. In Southern Europe, we work with Eneco Acha in Spain, 5 Michelin star chef, putting some great concept in our properties, but also with Anthony Bonnet, for example, in France at Cour des Loges. He's actually here in Cannes with us this week, cooking for our guests in the villa we rented. So that's
you're doing okay with the villa you have there.
Well, yeah, it's something is happening up there, right? For 2 years.
You haven't even invited me for dinner. I don't know.
Did we not? Shame on us.
That's great.
We'll fix that.
But that's great. So you have these wonderful chefs all over. So gastronomy, wonderful, decor. I saw the decor. It's amazing that what you do with the hotels, right?
Yes. Yeah. So design and art and design is two key pillars as well of our let's say development, and trying to make sure that hotels are also relevant to where they belong to, right? So we don't transform anything.
The localization, which is a big trend these days.
Absolutely. Yeah. Absolutely. And trying to make sure that there's also art element in our property that are relevant again to the place, but also building some art, living art with some great artists with whom we've been partnering for the last 2 years. Just name a few: Mr. Slowboy, for example, and Pepper Boyo are two key artists with whom we actually combine some great imaginations and deliver some great piece of art, which will be present at the villa as well over the course of the week.
That's pretty good. I mean, this is a whole new Radisson for as far as I'm concerned, because again, I knew Radisson when growing up in the business was owned by Carlson. And then they sold it, and no longer it's on its own, right?
It is, yeah. No, we are a fully differently owned company now, and growing. I think we have over 1,400 hotels around the world. Europe is definitely the core and the heart of the development, but Asia is also a strong focus for us. So the next couple of years are going to be very exciting for us.
Now we go out to about 110,000 travel advisors in the U.S. and they're segmented by all luxury sellers and everything else. Some of them have an idea of what they think Radisson is. So what are you going to tell them about your Radisson versus what they might think?
Well, what I can tell them is that Radisson collection predominantly here is a true commitment to luxury, and I think we're getting the best of buildings and trying to really make sure that our hotels are sitting in great cities. It doesn't have to be always primary cities. We also venture into secondary cities. Okay. Name a few: Bilbao in Spain, for example.
That's actually a pretty decent city.
It is a great city with great gastronomy, right. And also having a strong commitment towards service delivery. So our team members in those properties live and breathe the "Yes, I Can" spirit of Radisson, okay. And have developed a specific program together with the hotel schools of Lausanne as well, to really make sure that that service is at the core and delivering memorable moments, which is our promise as Radisson.
So there you go. It's a whole new Radisson here in Europe and in Asia as well. And they're building more, they're getting more, and you got to see some of these properties. It's an amazing collection, and it's very different from what you might have thought Radisson was if you grew up like as I did in the States. Radisson was bought by Carlson companies and then ultimately sold it, but now we have a whole new Radisson here. Now, where can travel advisors go to learn more about the Radisson collection?
RadissonHotel.com. This is the best place you can actually get your latest information about Radisson. Great content. You'll see a lot of discovery of our properties here. So I would say this is the great source, the one source that I would invite you to go to.
Fantastic. Well, Julian, lovely to meet you here at ILTM Con. It's been a great show, and to see some of these properties, you have to go online and take a look, and there are definitely some incredible options in some key cities in Europe, and obviously in Asia and other places, and now Casablanca soon. So you really take a look, and you're going to be incredibly surprised by what you see. And if you sell luxury, these are some of the best places to go and some of the great options you can get for your clients. Again, I'm James Schillinglaw, and this is Insider Travel Report.